Can you guys hear me now? Is it working now? Please let me know. I feel like not every time, but from time to time I do this and this happens. Yeah, let me know if you can hear sound. I'll just keep talking for now while I kind of wait to figure out if it is. Right now, yeah, man, oh, dang, is it still no sound? Hold on. I thought, all right, we're good. We're good now. Whew. Apologies, lo siento. Forgive me. Is everything good? We all good now? All right. Woo-wee. I really got to get the system better. I got to get better acoustics in here. I got to get a better computer. Got to get a better setting to do this all. But anyway, we're here. This is where we're at. My game week was not that great. You can see here. I'll scroll up just a little bit so you can see my bench. How'd you guys' game week go? A little better than mine? I feel like it'd be really hard to be worse than mine because I think my game week rank is 8 million overall, and you got to try hard to beat 8 million with players who play. But again, Martinelli, Jesus, Arsenal are looking really good right now. They balled out. Bailey with his first assist of the season. Sterling, just Chelsea attack just can't get anything going. I woke up today about 7:30. Game started at 7 o'clock while I kind of wait for some questions to linger to come in. Ask me any questions you want. Send me your team. Is it still no audio? No way. Well, let me see. It should be working now. But, yeah, it's working now. You're just a little bit behind. Sorry, there was no audio for the first little bit, and I turned off my freaking computer right now. There we go. Yeah, Chelsea attack just can't get anything doing. I woke up at 7:30. Leeds were up 3-0 on Chelsea. West Ham still have not scored a goal this season. And Diaz didn't get the start. Wow, what a wild time. 45 points and Van Dijk and Diaz left. That's nice. That's nice. Hopefully, 45 points, man. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I would love that. But yeah, you got some good players left. Van Dijk could easily get a header, get a double-digit performance, and Diaz is just nice. His goal last week was dirty. Yeah, so my team right now, I have 2 free transfers to go this week. I think everyone's seeing the obvious one I got to make in Bailey. He's got West Ham next week, which isn't necessarily the hardest because they haven't been starting off the season too hot. And so I'm not too, it's not as hard as I originally thought it was going to be, but I still don't like that game for him. I'm going to get rid of Bailey, and I'm going to use my 2 free transfers. I think my other one's going to be probably go to Greenwood. I'm going to upgrade him and put in Tony. And for Bailey, I'm going to either go Rodrigo or potentially like a Gundogan and double up with City. That's kind of my best, or where my thinking's at right now. I really like Perisic. I was going to put in Perisic for Trippier this week, but I wanted this 2 free transfers in preparation for getting rid of Bailey. So I could take when Trippier got his red card, I was like, all right, -4 confirmed for Perisic, but I don't know if I want to take a -4 now for him. But he's nice, man. 35 with triple Liverpool to go. Trash. I got 26 with double Liverpool, so you're going to beat me. But again, it is what it is, man. That's how FPL goes, right? Some weeks you ball out, some weeks you struggle. This week is a struggle for me. All right. I got 50. Oh, I'll roll up a little bit more. There we go. Low scoring game week, positive overall. Hey, Sean, I got 51 with Captain Salah and Trent left. I like that, man. 51 points is nice. 51 points is nice. Also, what's up, man? Good seeing you. Good seeing Steve. Good seeing Henning. Good seeing everybody. Steve, what's up, man? This season, I'm in the mud. Dude, I'm right there with you. I honestly think this is the worst season I've had in my three years. Whether it's 3 or 4 years, I don't know how much it is specifically, but I think this is the worst start I've ever had to a season. Beautiful, right? But I'm still confident. It's still a long season. I still think I have a lot of. I still think I'm in a good position going forward. I just got to make a couple moves here, man. Got to make a couple moves and get going. Man, Rodrigo, man, he's balling out. 51 points, a solid captain left, man. Shout out everyone who brought in Perisic. Dude, I was looking at his heat map, Perisic's heat map, and he is really advanced. I didn't get to watch the game too much, just a little clips here and there, but his heat map was nice. 27 points with 4 left, Trent and Salah. 27 points -4 with Trent and Salah left. Oh, you're right. I'm right there with you. Look at me. I got 26 points. 26 points, game week rate of 8 million. How many people are even playing in FPL? 9 million? That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm great. My rank's gone from 3.6 to 1.5. Man, I think I've do. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's why I'm not too worried about what's happening right now. Because you could have a game week, you could jump up 2 million in 1 week because the scores are so close for the first few game weeks. And you still have a lot of like good managing to do, you know, where it's like bringing in the right players. Some people right now just pick the right players, they're getting hot. Are they going to continue as an FPL manager to keep making the same moves or not? You know what I mean? So a long time, I'm not too worried about it. Swan, what's up, man? What's up, Daff? How you been? How is life with you, my friend? How's the ACL recovery going? Everything good? Perisic was like on the left wing with Son. I remember when he first had his first game with Tottenham, that everyone was talking about how him and Son were linking so well together and how high he was getting. And so it's not surprising that he is continuing that advanced role with Tottenham. He's like a 5.4 million pound midfielder. Actually, let me see. You know what's funny is I really want him in my squad, man. I'm gonna watch some game film and see how we are, because I don't want to just knee jerk it, you know. And so I want to watch some game film to see how he is. But right now, this is what I'm looking at with my team. I'll show you guys what my plans are. I'm probably gonna make this move tonight. I don't care. I mean, you shouldn't. Don't make early moves, but I'm just being stupid with this one. Camera. All right. This is what I'm thinking about doing right here. And then Bailey will be out for Tony. Trippier will go in for Nico Williams. But Trippier is going to go out for Perisic. Boom. And that is what my squad will look like for a -4 with 1.3 in the bank. A -4 for this team, 1.3 mil in the bank. Potentially what might happen tonight. ACL recovery going well. Good. And I got the grades go to uni. Hey. That's what I'm talking about right there, man. The killing it physically and mentally. Well done. ACL recovery going well and getting to university. Congrats, man. That is awesome. Are you using both your transfers? I am, yeah. So I think I missed this comment. I was a bit late. I think I might use both my transfers. I think here's the thing too. Yeah, Brighton defense is really good too. Yeah, Brighton defense is nice, and I am a little worried about that. But you look at his long. But you could also say the same with him playing Chelsea today. He played Chelsea. Chelsea have a good defense. He still came out and put in like a 0.8 or whatever it was, expecting goal involvement with a goal and assist against Chelsea. And so I do think Brighton have a really good defense, but Chelsea did too. And also the thing too is they have Everton next week, Brentford, Nottingham, United, which is a little tough, and then Villa. And so he has a great run of fixtures. Even if he doesn't score this week, I'll just stay patient with them. If I don't go there, I could go like here and go Gundogan. And that'll give me, I'd have the exact cash to do that. So I could do this move as well. I'm kind of going back and forth between Rodrigo and Gundogan. I got to do a lot more research on this, but I don't know. What do you think of this one? This one all right? Wildcard into another red arrow. Ugh. That's the most frustrating ones. But I think I saw your team when we talked about it. I haven't seen it totally, but some weeks you struggle, some weeks you're great. That's kind of how FPL is, right? So I don't know. I have to see your team though. Only Trent, Diaz, and Salah can save me, but after today, I wouldn't be surprised if United beat Liverpool 2-0. You never know. Yeah. The beautiful thing about football is one week a team can look like they're going to win everything. The next week they get humbled. And vice versa. This week has been the best for anyone bench boost. Yeah, dude. My bench got 16, 23, 24 points. 23 points. My bench got 23 points. Outrageous. Koulibaly, red card means Cucurella and Eld. Yeah, I mean, I think so, because he'll be out for a few games. I think I was reading somewhere that he potentially might go to left center back while Koulibaly's out. I'm not sure, though. It could be Reece James that kind of slides into the center back role instead and put like Azpilicueta on the right. I don't know. I'm assuming, yeah, he's nailed. I think if I had Kukurea, I would not be concerned about his playing time going forward, especially now. Well, mostly now that Koulibaly is out. So I wouldn't be too worried about that one. He should be. He should be. And if you're looking at bringing him in, I think he's a good player to bring in. Good player to bring in. Woo! What do you guys think of this team for a -4? The only difference is I could just keep Trippier. Because if I bring in Perisic and he doesn't start for whatever reason, oh, that would break me heart. If not, if Jesse Lingard puts in a goal against Tottenham and Trippier keeps a clean sheet against Wolverhampton, I'm probably gonna. I don't know if I want to take a -4 for. I'll just be patient. I'll just be patient. Might stick with this. Don, can you check my team out? Yes. Check my team. Roll the Diaz. I have 2 free transfers. Do I sell Sterling? Can you give me your code, your number, so I can put it onto FPL.team? For me, it's easier to kind of move things around on here than it is to do on the FPL site for live streaming purposes. Can you give me your team ID? Chelsea looks shaky without Conte and Kovacic. Yeah, it's so interesting seeing how. I mean, it's not surprising someone as incredible as Conte, when he leaves, there's a huge, there's a good drop off. But giving up 3 to Leeds, that's rough. That's rough. James and Kukurea and Bruno G to Rodrigo for no hit. Oh, man. Would dropping James down to Kukurea allow you to bring in Rodrigo? Would that is that why? Because I mean, for me, kind of going that sideways move, I think Reece James will get more attacking returns than Kukurea will, and he's more nailed on long term than Kukurea is. But holy, Wi-Fi is bad. I wonder if it's my computer that makes it so bad, because my phone and everything's acting good. Yeah. Alongside Rodrigo, which Leeds attacker impressed you the most? Harrison. Actually, my dog, hold on. Eagles scored a touchdown, did they? I mean, you gotta give it to my dog Aronson. USA, baby. Dude hit a no-look goal. Woo! A no-look. But yeah, for me it would be Harrison. I mean, he was incredible 2 years ago. He was in so many FPL squads. Harrison was. He kind of had a bit of a falling back a little bit. Now, I will say I missed the first half of this game because I was sleeping. But so I need to go like fully watch it again, or watch the extended highlights of it. But Harrison, man, he had a bit of a down year. Leeds in general had a down year, but maybe with this new system, new manager, whatever it may be, another year in the Prem, so they don't have that sophomore slump. You could, I mean, I think it's Harrison. If I didn't have the cash to do Rodrigo, I would feel pretty all right with bringing in Harrison. In fact, let me see what their stats look like together, or look like. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, I agree. Wolves can't finish. I just feel like they're one. I feel like Wolverhampton are a bit of a wild card to me, because I expect them to. Well, if my guess is, with Newcastle looking better defensively, obviously they gave up 3 to City, but again, it's freaking City, right? But they've been looking a lot better defensively. They made some really good moves defensively with some guys they brought in. Nick Pope was brought in. He was looking studly today. Again, even though they gave up 3, it was City. But they're looking better defensively, and Wolverhampton just cannot score. They don't really build up too well. But there's something about Wolverhampton that they're just a bit of a wild card. They could just throw 2 up on them. What was I going to go? Oh, yeah, Rodrigo. So I'm pulling up Rodrigo versus Harrison stats right now. Let's see what it looks like. Brighton is looking fire, especially their defense. Yeah, man. Yeah, 100%. Do you prefer James to Kukurea or Walker to share to fund Rodrigo in? That's a tough question. That's a tough question. Because I mean, if you've watched this stream at all, you know how big of a um how big of a fan I am of Reece James. I've loved him for, a couple years now, however long I got introduced to him. And so it's hard for me to say to get rid of him. And with Cucurella, I don't think he's as nailed on as Reece James is long term. I think he does hold down the fort for a while, but again, it's so early in the season, everything's so fickle. But getting rid of a Man City defender with their fixtures they have is kind of wild to me. So I'd probably say James and Cucurella I would do if I wanted to bring Rodrigo in. But that's only because I don't want to get rid of a City defender. And you know what? Hold on. Here's my two thoughts. Reece James is going to get a lot of attacking returns. Kyle Walker is more of like a clean sheet kind of guy. He doesn't get too many attacking returns in the long run. Sorry for this horrible screen I'm showing everybody. So, man, that's a hard question. Off the top of my head, I'd probably say, I mean, you got a good point. Reece is probably going to play center back. Is probably going to be him that plays center back now that Koulibaly is out with a red card. All right, so looking at Harrison versus. Oh, I don't want to see career. Dang it. Sorry, one sec. It's not career. I just want this season. Yeah. All right, here we go. Camera. That's a tough one. It's hard for me to get rid of a City defender. That's all I'm going to say. -4 to swap Ramsdale and Walker to Sanchez. Perisic, thoughts? I still like Ramsdale's fixtures, but obviously you're doing that to fund Perisic into your squad. A -4 with a keeper is really hard to do. Let me look at your team. Can you review my team? Yeah, I'll check it out on Twitter right here in a second. So, expected goal involvement per 90, Rodrigo destroys Harrison at 1.1 to 0.36. Big difference. Shots on target. Yeah, I think, you got to go Rodrigo. Just looking at the stats. But I still think Harrison's a nice option. Yesterday, Madrid played well. Yeah, he was a beast. Barcelona match today. I think that Barcelona, they're such a wild card, man. They still have a lot of room to grow as a squad. They're still really new playing together. But this is the happiest I've been with a Barcelona squad in a long time. I forgot what I was going to do here. Oh, yeah, look at Barcelona. I don't want to see what their starting lineup is. All right, you said you're in my league. Let me check it out. Is it the new one or the old one? I feel like I have 3 leagues for this team, and I don't know why I did it that way. Oh, yeah, you are. First place. Woo! Shout out Steve, man. I'll go to this one, then I'll go to the one on Twitter, and then I'll be back. Or should I grow a pair and go against Rodrigo? He is Brighton away. If it makes any difference, I'm most likely bringing Rodrigo into my squad. Brighton are really good defensively, but I'm not like, you look at their fixtures long term, and you look at this. Like, even in Brighton, they're tough, but then he has Everton at home, Brentford away, Nottingham Forest, United, Villa, Crystal Palace. That's such a good run of fixtures for someone who's only 6.2 and is on fire. And with that being said, I do want to state that Rodrigo is not someone who has, he hasn't been really prolific in front of goal, and now he's starting to catch fire. Rodrigo in the La Liga was a really nice player. So I expected him to do really well with Leeds. I've talked about that on my streams before last season. And so I'm not surprised he's doing well. It's not one of those, I don't think it's too much of a fluke. Obviously, I don't think he can sustain scoring a goal every game, but all right, looking at your squad. This is, you wanted to do Ramsdale, Walker to bring. You want to bring in Perisic for Kyle Walker. Yeah, I mean, I don't really see any other player I would like to do that from. Like, you could try to see how Luis Diaz looks tomorrow and make a decision off of that one. But I still like Ramsdale's fixtures. Uh, everyone else is a no drop for me. Yeah, everyone else is a no drop for me. So I think yeah. Yeah. I mean, maybe you could think about James dropping down, but I really like Reece James. Your attackers look great. So for me, it's see how Luis Diaz looks tomorrow, and then if you really want to bring in Perisic, if you're sold on how he's going to perform, it's just hard to drop someone who's going up against Fulham next week with still a good run of fixtures for Arsenal. It'd be hard for me, and a team that's hot like Arsenal right now. It'd be hard for me to drop, but I actually kind of like it. And we're early enough in the season to really run it. All right, this is your squad. Looks like. All right. This was sent to me on Twitter. Henning, I'm going to get to yours in a second. Perisic, Dunk, Ward. I don't necessarily. Oh, who's your backup keeper? Iverson. Why Iverson's balling as I was young. I'm not the biggest fan of Ward right now. He's giving up so many expected goal involvement right now. They're just getting a ton up against him. But he's a £4 million playing keeper, so it is what it is. You don't get that very often. Everything else looks great, man. I like your team, yeah. I mean, the only thing I see that I'm not the biggest fan of is Ward in goal. Everything else to me looks really nice. Yeah, sure, Dunk maybe, but Brighton look really good defensively, so it's hard for me to get rid of them. So at the end of the day, I think this might be a roll transfer here. A roll transfer. All right, looking at Henning's squad. 2-5. Oh, shoot. I like it better over here. 2-5. Hit my microphone against my computer. Nice job, Sean. 3-8-1-5. Number lock wasn't on. 2-5-3-8-1-5. Also, this is my last week of my clinical rotations, and so hopefully next week I'll be, not this week coming up, not week 4, but game week 5. Hopefully I'll be able to do a deadline stream. Hopefully. I am bringing in Rodrigo in front of game week 5. Brighton are just very good in defensive. I am bullish about them. And you rightfully so, dude. They look good. For me, Rodrigo's just a long-term pick, and so that's why I'm bringing him in. But I kind of like it, man, where you're saying, hey, I don't necessarily like the fixture. I'm going to use my free transfer somewhere else, help my team out, and then come to Rodrigo again later. But I just like him. I want to have him in my team for the long run. Thanks, man. I could always wait a week and do the move for free. Better idea? Yeah. The hard thing with that, with waiting a week, I mean, I'm trying so hard not to take -4s this season. Because last season it just did not pay off for me. 2 seasons in a row, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go crazy with my -4s. I'm gonna take them. Whatever, is what it is. I don't. No risk it, no biscuit. I like taking chances, but they did not pay off very often for me. But that being said, it's hard to say, hey, let me wait for another week and see how my team goes from there, and then make the move next week, because next week someone may get hurt, someone may get a red card, someone may be like, oh, this guy is not playing well, I got to get him out of my squad. And so now you're kind of forced to, if you want to get him in, you're gonna have to take a -4 anyway to put out that fire. But I don't know. What do you think the new template? Oh, wait, here we go. I'll get to that question in a second. All right, so this team right here, Henning, Zinchenko, love it. Again, I'm not the biggest Ward fan, but for £4 million keeper, it's really hard. You got Pope there. You just had him benched because he's playing City, and understandably so. All right, so you got Pope in goal next week. Yeah. All right, looking at the squad. All right, so for me, shout out Dre with a 8-point performance this week on a lot of people's benches, including mine. All right, yeah. So for me, I'm getting rid of Sterling. This is where I'm at. If this was my team, If this was my team, the 2 moves I'm gonna make would be very similar to the ones I'm literally making this week. And getting rid of Sterling. I love Sterling. I think he's still gonna have a really good season with Chelsea. I just think at 10 million and Chelsea at 10 million, I just don't think he's going to repay you for that price. And the biggest part of that is I just don't like Chelsea's attackers. I think their most prolific goal scorers are their defenders. And so it's hard for me to spend 10 million on a team I don't like moving forward. I don't think they're going to score a ton of goals. Week in, week out. Of course, one week they might score a lot, one week they might not. But for me, I just don't like their attackers right now. And so I'm getting rid of Sterling. I'm dropping him down to Rodrigo. I'm dropping him down to Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, whoever it may be. And then I'm kind of upgrading somewhere else. And so that's probably what I would do if I were you on this squad. Because everything else looks great. I love the Sun pick. No Salah obviously is a huge exclamation point, but saving $1 million with Salah to Sun, I'm not against it. All right. New template moving forward. 4-3-3 or 3-4-3 or still 5 at the back. I think it's going to be a 4. I think it's going to be 4 at the back at the moment. I still think there are a lot of good defenders out there. They just had a bad week for the most part outside of like Perisic, and Liverpool defenders haven't played yet. And so I still think it's a little heavy at the back. I don't think we want to thin down to 3 just yet, template-wise. And I don't think people are really sold in on the 3 strikers formation yet. I will have 3 strikers next week, but I think it's probably still going to be 4 in the midfield, so it's probably going to be a 4-4-2 still. But we'll see, man. We'll see. 4-3-3 is what I'm going with next week. I think using a transfer in game week 5 would be better because it would be midweek and teams can change some players, rest them. That's what I'm worried about with Perisic. Taking him to -4 for my squad, bringing in Perisic over Trippier. Because of that midweek kind of vibe, I'm kind of scared that they're going to give him a bit of a break. Nico for $4 million offers so much value. Yeah. Nico for $4 million. I mean, you get a starting defender at $4 million. Is anytime you get someone at the bare minimum price who's starting consistently, that's an absolute steal. All right, Liam, let me check out your squad. Henning, I hope that helped. Allison is doing good, man. Allison is busy. Allison is loving life. Allison is vibing. 2, 6, 2, 8, 6, 9. Allison did not have a good fantasy Premier League week, though. But outside of that, everything is good. And I'm good. Shout Chance Rapper. All right. Play Rashford to cash this week and keep the transfer, then take both out next week, or one out this week and the other out next week. Who do United play this week? Oh, I got your team up right here. This is your team. Oh, camera went out. Oh yeah, duh. All right, Rashford. I'm not sold on Rashford, man. I still think he has a lot of talent, a lot of potential, but for some reason it's just not. He's not holding it down. Hasn't been clinical in front of goal. So for that reason, I'm kind of. So for that reason, I'm kind of not sold on Allison or Rashford. Sorry, I saw the Allison comment again. I'd probably rather go Rodrigo or Harrison or see if I can upgrade to Gundogan or you know what I mean. So I don't know. What was your thought? The thing too though is that Southampton is, I think it's a good fixture for Rashford. I think Southampton's a good fixture. Well, I think we'll see a lot more tomorrow after Liverpool play United, and we'll see how Rashford does. But obviously it's Liverpool. It's going to be a tougher one than Southampton. But if Rashford comes out and looks pretty good in front of Liverpool, you might be like, you know what? Let me take a chance on Southampton. He might be worth it. He might score a goal against the high line, whatever it may be. You get it behind the defense, put a goal away. Rodrigo has a tougher fixture against Brighton than Rashford does against Southampton, so it's form versus fixture kind of thing. But I also think Rodrigo is probably a better player at this point than Rashford is. And so really the big thing is just the fixture. It's hard for me to trust any United defender. I'm assuming you want to keep the transfer and roll it if that's the case. And the other option would be playing cash against West Ham. West Ham are the only team to not score a goal yet this season. Obviously, at some point, they're going to score a goal, but the odds look pretty good with that one. Yep, Steven, strikers are balling right now. Tony, Mitro, Jesus, Kane, Haaland, Johnson. Yeah, Edward, yeah. I like the 4-3-3 right now. I have 77, I like 3 attackers. But yeah, I think for me, if this was my team, I'd probably just go Rashford to, I don't know how much cash you have in the bank. Yeah, you can afford that. I'd just go Rashford to Rodrigo. Even if like for 1 week, like Rashford goes out and scores more than Rodrigo does next week, which is definitely possible. I would still like Rodrigo over the next five game weeks than I would have Rashford. So I'll do that. I have 77 points in total. Is there any way for me to catch up 200 points? Who has 200 points on you in the mini league in 3 game weeks? 100% you can catch up. There is a what? Well, there's 38 game weeks, so we still have what 35 game weeks left. 200 points is not that much. Not that much. I think you can catch up in a couple of game weeks. If you got 200 points on you in 3 game weeks, you can get 200 points on them in 3 game weeks. So 100% you can catch up. 100%. You're a couple good captaincy choices. You're a couple good transfer moves away from really gaining some rank on them. But I also try not to think. I think this season I'm really trying hard not to look at rank and not look at my mini league rival. Well, it is head to head, so I do like looking at that kind of stuff. But I'm trying really hard not to look at my overall ranking and seeing what the effective ownership is of other players. Because for me, I just enjoy FPL more that way. And I like enjoying FPL, not being upset when Haaland scores, whatever it may be. All right. What other questions we got? Wrong thing. All right. What other questions we got? Let's see. Feel free to chip in here on Discord. Yeah, I'll do it here and on the Discord as well. But I'll just do it here first because I like... yeah, let's do it. No worries. But yeah, again, it's such a long season. I would not worry too much about 200 points. If they can do it in 3 game weeks, you could do it in 3 game weeks. Football Carl, I messaged you on Twitter. I sent you a message on Twitter. Do you not see it? Let me see. I sent you a message last week on Twitter. And you did not look at it. Yeah, man, I don't know why you can't message me on Twitter. I have your profile up right here. I'm looking at it. Not muted, not blocked. I messaged you, so you should be able to. Oh, this is Steve's team. This is Steve's team. NATO, Trippier, so you got a deep team, man. You got a deep team. All right, I'm having this. I really want Haaland in my squad. Oh, Son, Luis Diaz, no Mo Salah. Wow, all right. Sessegnon, you going with a 3 in the back. Zinchenko, Cancelo. So you have no Liverpool defenders, no Chelsea defenders outside of Mendy with a huge error today. But that's the route you go. You can't have everybody. You're gonna have to leave somebody out. Rodrigo, Luis Diaz. I think this team is nice. I like it a lot, man. I think for me I think this team is nice. I mean, the only thing missing here is no Mo Salah, no Trent, which could absolutely. Oh, this isn't yours? Oh boy, I put in the wrong code. 19. Oh, 199. You're 190. Yeah, there we go. Got it. My bad. I took your advice and went for Sanchez. I hope it pays off. All right. This should be Steve's. Steve, this yours? This looks more like yours. Okay. Let me know if this is your team. Apologies for that one. Haaland could have easily had a hat trick today. Great save by Nick Pope on that right-footed shot. One-on-one. I really want Haaland in my squad. I think Harry Kane plays Nottingham Forest this week. The week after, I'm probably going to swap him out for Haaland. Hey, made a crazy -8 this week, which I'm regretting. Thoughts on the team for next week? Yeah, let me check it out here in a sec. I'm just going to look at Steve's team. And then I'll move on and look at your squad. I'll do that. Looking at this team for Steve. This is your team, right, Steve? I'm going to keep... Okay, cool. All right, Perisic. Yeah, okay. I was like, we for sure talked about your team, and it did not look like this. You got Raya in goal. Who you got? Ward there on the bench, I'm assuming. Yep. Raya in goal. Perisic, Cancelo, Walker, James. Your back line is beautiful. I love your back line. Just unlucky today with City giving up 3 to Newcastle, who are so improved, and it's really nice to see. James, just one of those game weeks for Chelsea. Mo Salah, Martinelli, Luis Diaz, Haaland, Jesus. I like this team a lot. I don't know what I would do if I had a transfer. This probably looks like a team I would like to roll a transfer on and take advantage the week after with 2 free transfers. Because everything looks good, man. I mean, yeah, everything looks good. You got Luis Diaz going up against Bournemouth. You got all these players are big-time targets. All these players are big-time targets. I like this team a lot. I don't know. Yeah, for me, if this was my squad, I'm rolling a transfer. I know it was a bit of a rougher week for you this week with just some of the outcomes that happened, but I think this is a team you just roll. I think this is a team you just roll a transfer. I like it, man. Great team. To no surprise. All right, Dan Clark. Let's see, 7754310. I'm trying not to take -8s and -4s, but I'm a fan of. I'm still a fan of the adrenaline you get from them, especially when it hits. Woo! I took out Salah. Oof. NATO and Bailey for Martinelli. All right, let me see what the team looks like right now. So this is what your team looked like last week, right? And so you say you took out Salah for NATO. Oh wait, no, sorry. For Kulusevski. This isn't your team, then, is it? Hold on, I might have put in another wrong number. Hold on. 7754310. Yeah, you don't have NATO. That must have been last week. Like, you don't have NATO in your squad. Is this your squad that I'm looking at? Is this correct? Is this correct? Walker out for Saliba. I don't trust Pep. He would start his rotation, his roulette soon. He could definitely do so, man. I mean, he's been an FPL Darth Vader for years. In some respects, obviously, other than scoring 100 goals a season. Martinelli, Kulusevski, and Diaz. Oh, there we go. Different team. Here we go. Running it. 2693330. No worries. Should I go for Rodrigo and Tony next week? I'm assuming that's a -4, or go for midfielders like Kulusevski and have some spare money. Who are you getting rid of for Rodrigo and Tony? That's the big question I have. Who are you getting rid of for them? Tamara, who are you getting rid of for those guys? All right, looking at this squad right here. Want to wait for Pablo to get back to me on that question. Looking at this squad right here, we got Patterson. What a differential! All right, you say you got rid of. All right, so this is what it looks like. Wow. No Salah, which honestly I'm not too against because you have Kevin De Bruyne who is feasting on Premier League teams over the past forever. Oh, Football Carl, what's your Twitter handle? Yeah, what's your Twitter handle, Football Carl? I'll see if I can send a message first. I was sending it to the wrong one. Saka and Archer. Yeah, I like that move. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm getting Rodrigo and Tony in, and Saka's a bit tough one because I still think he's going to come around. But I think if you have Martinelli and Jesus, you're fine without him. Kunal, I was thinking Perisic out for an Arsenal, Zinchenko, or Saliba if I need to free up funds to move to 3 forwards. It'd be hard. You want to get rid. Getting rid of Perisic. What's the thinking behind that one? Are you persisting on Sterling for your own team, or would you be selling him? Yeah, mine's out. Sterling's out with my squad this week. I might even do the transfer on live stream right now. I'm getting rid of Sterling, and I'm bringing in Rodrigo or either Rodrigo or Gundogan, and I'm switching out Greenwood for Tony. Sterling's out. My reasoning for that is I still think Sterling is going to have a good season. I just don't like Chelsea attackers. I don't think they create much going forward. I think the players who are going to be most prolific for Chelsea is the same thing as last season. At this point, of course, things can change. But at this point, the most prolific guys are going to be their defenders, and Jorginho with penalties. All right, so this is your squad I'm looking at right here. I mean, I still like this team. Obviously, not having Mo Salah is a huge thing, but every player you have on here, I think, is a potential to do well. And you just throw in Sanchez for Ward. Yeah, I think this is a solid team. I'm a fan. All right, next team I'm checking out. 95146. Football Carl, what's your Twitter handle? Let me see if I can send you a message first and then see if it works. Let me see. Hold on one sec. I'm trying to do something on the fly, so I'm be doing two things at one time. Forgive me. Let me see. I'm trying to find you. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to find your. One sec. Yeah, I know this is great. This is great live streaming. I know, me being on my phone trying to see if I can anyway, so this is what this squad looks like right now. As I was too much of dead air, I got to switch back to here. All right, this team right here, Jesus, Kane. So I'm on the Kane trout as well. I know a lot of people are going to Haaland, and I know that Haaland is who I'm probably going to go with after this next game week. But, what the? Yeah, Jesus is a great pick. Just starting De Silva is tough because I think if I remember correctly, he had like one shot on goal for his first 2 weeks, and he had 2 goals. And so he's not going to be able to sustain that. I mean, I wouldn't suspect that he'd be able to sustain that. But yeah, so I wouldn't have him in on my squad. Yeah, I don't have you blocked or muted or anything, Football Carl. Anyway, so this is what your squad looks like. Apologies for that kind of dead air. Robbo, Zinchenko, James, Cancelo. I know a lot of people are thinking about dropping Robbo, but obviously it's nice you have one more game week to look at it. For me, the biggest thing on your squad is De Silva. I know you could probably switch him out for NATO and get NATO in there. The hard part, too, is you have 0.5 in the bank, so you could upgrade NATO. I think he's 5'5 still. No, he's 5'4, so you can't upgrade him to like a Harrison or anything. Maybe you just hold patient with NATO for a couple more game weeks. Maybe you try to drop Robbo down into another defender and upgrade NATO there. Kind of roll a transfer this week. Because I think this week this team's still set up really nicely. The only question mark I have, again, is with NATO. I like Jesus, Kane, Salah, Rodrigo. I like those. I like all of your defenders you have. Ederson's a nice player to have in goal with the clean sheets and him being nailed on. I really like this team. The biggest question, again, I have is just NATO. That's kind of the... We both could rise in price tonight, Sean. Just heads up. Yeah, I was thinking I'm just going to do the move tonight. I'm doing the move for Rodrigo and Tony. But the only thing, too, is with Rodrigo and Tony both have... If I make that move, I'll still have like 1.5 mil in the bank, so I'm fine on cash. Even if I do want to wait on it, I'll be fine. Yeah, NATO price fall is ruining my plans. Yeah, that's just super unfortunate. Do you say you're gonna go Mitrovic? Is that what I saw you're going for? Fulham was making a chance for him. Yeah, Mitrovic looks good, man. Mitrovic looks good. Did not think I would be saying that 3 game weeks into the season, especially with the tough run of fixtures they had. But look at us, man. Here we are. All right, looking at the squad right here, Football Carl. Same thing with NATO, but your team is good. I mean, you're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna start Nico Williams over NATO this week. I understand why you did it this week for sure, but I don't think you'd start it this week. If this was my team, My only concern here is NATO. How much cash do you have in the bank? 0.9. You can still do some things with that. Get him up to, yeah, you can get him to Rodrigo. I'd probably just switch him out to Rodrigo. Make a Discord stream and chat with viewers. Can you do that? Can you chat with Discord, or just with the guys from Discord or the people from Discord? If I could do a stream on Discord, I would just do that, man. Just talk to everybody on there. Man, this is glitchy. I'm gonna fix this for next week. I'm gonna use a different laptop for next week, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, football Carl, I like this team, man. I like this team. I wouldn't make any. I mean, the only move again, I would just probably, for me, I would go NATO to Rodrigo. That would be my move. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. All right. Your thoughts on Dell to Salva or NATO to Gundogan Rodrigo? One free transfer going into Game Week 4. I know I need to talk more on Discord, that's for sure. You can make a server in Discord and make calls with viewers. Oh, we should do that. What the? We should have done that, man. I like that idea. Dell to Salva or NATO to Gundogan Rodrigo. Oh, that's a hard one. Because I don't like any United players right now at all. And so I kind of want to steer away. Oh, you did NATO to Gordon? Nice. NATO to Gordon. Camera. That's super glitchy, so I might not even turn it on. I might as well just have it just be a podcast kind of vibe. So you want like this? If you don't have an I wouldn't take a -4. I would just kind of let this ride. I would just let it ride. But yeah, for me, I don't like starting Gordon. He does have a decent fixture this week, but now these are my team. I would probably go with, I'd probably bring in Gundogan or Rodrigo, and then just focus on getting rid of Dalla next time. I'll probably just do it next time. Yeah, Sterling's gone. This is what I'm doing right here. You can make one now and try it out. I might try it out this weekend. I'm down. Sterling is out for Rodrigo. And Greenwood is out for Tony. I wonder what Mitrovic's schedule looks like moving forward. Whoa. Arsenal. So he still has a couple of tough games coming up, but look at this, man. When he gets to game week 8, ooh, get him in your squad. Look at this. I know these rankings are a little different, but influence 1, creativity 11, but influence 1, threat 1, ICT index 2. I would have never thought with how hard his fixtures were, and what I saw a couple seasons ago that was gonna happen. Want Bamford to get fit, and then it's Mitro, Bamford, and Jesus, 2 premiums in mid for me. Ooh, so you won't be without Haaland or with Kane. I like that. So I think I kind of like that, man. So you're kind of saying it'll be here, and then you'd go like a Mitrovic, and then for, let's say, Rodrigo, you're going De Bruyne. So that's what you're thinking about doing. Ooh. Yeah. Atletico's losing? What? No way. Let me see La Liga. Hold on, give me a second as I go to some other results. Any last questions, comments, get them in so I can we could just have a little convo, and then I'm gonna call it a day, and then I'll see you guys next Sunday. But anyway, get the last questions, comments, get them in. Lewandowski, Dembele, Torres are starting. Javi, Frankie de Jong, and Pedri are starting. I like that midfield a lot. I don't like our defense though. Per usual. Aubameyang on the bench, Fati on the bench, Rafinha on the bench. My voice is going. Ooh, this is nice. This is not a bad squad. Oh, let me try this out. Ooh. What if I did that instead? What do you guys think, man? Hold on. Now, 1, 2, 3. And then I go Bailey. For a -4, I'm not going to do it. But, ooh, me encanta. Football Carl, I just looked at your team, but I could try to message you later. I'll try to message your squad here, message you in a little bit. What's your specific Twitter handle? What's up? What's up, Kobe? Good to see you, man. How's your week been? I haven't necessarily gone on Discord too much this morning, just kind of setting everything up for this, but let me get out of here before I accidentally do it. All right, any last questions, comments, get them in. I'll call it a stream here in just a wee bit. And PSG are up 1-0 with Mbappe scoring in the first minute. Oh, my gosh. From the kickoff. Oh, my goodness. So only Neymar, Verratti, and Mbappe touched the ball, and they scored. Oh, wait, hold on. Messi with the over the top ball, but the defense caught it out. Defense. The top of defense caught a little out more. Oh, shoot. Was it Messi with the assist? My favorite player of all time with the assist? Ooh, Messi with the assist and Mbappe with the goal in the first minute. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to see if I can find that on Twitter real quick. And then see if I can put it up on... Let's see. Now, y'all want to see the goal real quick? Oh, I might get flagged, won't I? Holy shnikes. Oh, that is some backyard, some elementary school goal right there. Holy crap. I do have another FPL. I do have another Twitter account. It's just my name, Sean Hansen. I think it's like Sean Hansen or Sean the Don 35. It's Sean the Don, I think. Yeah, I think it's Sean the Don football. I'm showing you guys that goal. I don't care. Football Carl 1. Yeah, let me show you guys this. Let me show you guys this goal real quick. It's nasty. Great live streaming, Sean. I know, man. Thanks. Yeah. A lot of dead air today, especially the first like 5 minutes. I had no audio. Classic. All right, where we at? All right, you guys want to check out this goal? Look at this. I'll rewind it a wee bit. Look at this. Boom. Boom. Yacht. And then a cheeky little floater over the top. Come on, man. That's got to be one of the fastest goals of all time in the French league. That's disgusting. All right. Reluctant to yeah, so Sean the Don I think is my other Twitter. Reluctant to take a -4 to game week 4. Overall rank is now 3 million. I'm right there with you. My overall ranking, as you can see at the top, is not good either. What -4 would you think about doing? I think that's the biggest question is what the -4. I'm trying not to take -4s this season, and so I'm trying hard to like not recommend them. But I do love a good -4. Let's see. Especially when you're trying to like get going too, right? Not too good to be honest. 29 -4, so you got 25 with 3 to go and 29 on the bench. It sounds like you're having the same week that I am. I didn't have a -4, but I have I don't have 29 points. I have 26. So misery loves company. So it's just one of those weeks, Kobe. Maybe it's because you've been in California for a little bit. You get a little taste of that same weather I'm having right now. With all right. Oh yeah. Show you guys what my squad's gonna do. This isn't my team. This is my team, right? Yeah. He's going to go in for this. So my team is going to look like for next week. Trippier is going in. Sanchez is going in for Ward. I'm never going to start Ward again, but I like having a £4 million playing keeper. Then Sterling is out for Rodrigo. And Greenwood is out for Tony. This is what my squad's going to look like. I have 2 free transfers, so this is going to be done on free transfers. This is what my squad's going to look like going into next week. I'm probably going to make these moves tonight. I know I shouldn't do them. I know I hate doing early transfers, but I just want to get a little bit of cash, baby. Yeah, so this is what my team's going to look like. Any questions, comments, get them in. Get them in. If you want me to check out your squad, send in your ID code. If you want me to get a better computer, so do I. I really need a better computer. Because this is bad. If you want me to get better camera, I do too. If you want me to get better FPL, so do I. All right, yeah. Who's the minus 4-4? Who is the minus 4-4? Would it be crazy to give Trent Alexander-Arnold the armband next week against Bournemouth? I'm kind of debating it. That sounds kind of fire. Woo! Camera went out. Sorry, I gotta text somebody real quick. Also, I almost completed my first clinical rotation, so I'm pretty happy about that, man. I'm pretty happy about that. All right. And then I have 6 weeks off. Woo-wee. All right, questions, comments, get them in before I kind of call it a stream here. Any questions, any comments, get them in before I call it a stream. Let's see. Nothing, nobody coming in with anything. That's fine. It is what it is. Yeah, if you want me to check out your team, throw it in the Discord. As far as captaincy options next week, it's going to be hard to ignore. Ooh. Mo Salah versus Bournemouth at home. Yeah, you can't go against Salah at home. Salah at Anfield is just something different. But Kane against Nottingham Forest should also be a good fixture for him. So if you want to go and... I don't want to be differential, just be differential. But I think Mo Salah, man, I think he's the no-brainer for me. Any questions, comments, get them in, or I'll call it a stream here. And I'll fix, hopefully, my Wi-Fi for next round so I don't have this glitchiness. All right, let me see what my other... Yeah, my other Twitter handle is Sean the Don 34. Sean the Don 34. That's my other Twitter handle. Sean the Don 34. Want to get in? Best cut it in. Yes, Lord. Sean the Don 34, Football Carl. Wild card. Wild card is so hard because it's so different for every person. Some people I would suggest, like, maybe now is the time to do it. If your team is just having a bunch of fires to put out, I'm not against an early wild card, but I also think there's I think Game Week 8 is getting a really popular time to wild card. I think it all just depends on your team, man. Because you might be right now, might have a lot of fires to put out and be like, dude, I got a wild card to get out of this situation. In a game, you might be like, oh, I want a wild card in Game Week 8, but then a Game Week 8 comes by and your team's looking really solid. Like, well, I don't need to now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's so hard to say when the right time to wild card is. It's just all dependent on your team. Probably because I left California a few days ago. I'm currently in Florida right now. Oh, that's a problem. The problem is you're in Florida. That's always a problem, man. Go Utes. Utes are playing Florida in like 2 weeks, so I'm gonna be going. Hopefully, Florida loses. If I stayed in California, I probably would have got more points. Well, if that's the case, man, then I would have had a lot less points if I left California because my team is bad this week. All right, questions, comments, get them in, please, and we'll call it a day. Football Carl. Yeah, my it's Sean the Don 34, and that's open to everybody. The only people I've, yeah, it's my DMs are open to everybody. I don't know. I don't understand why you can't send it to my FPL Don one. I was trying to figure out why, but it might just one of those is what it is kind of things. I'll figure out more so later. Ooh, Messi with a goal too. Boom, Messi with a goal and assist. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. The ball for cruises to little box before playing the ball wide to Mendes, who returned the favor. Let me see what the goal looks like. Why not? Y'all want to see what Messi's goal looked like? I know I got some Messi haters out there, but enjoy greatness while we can, man. Freaking Mbappe, what a player, man. What a player. That's not the video. That's the assist. That's the assist. That's the assist. That's the assist. Well, I can't find it. I'll look for it later. All right. Questions, comments, get them in before I call it a stream. Wildcard is all about situation your team is. Yeah, 100%. There's no right or wrong. There's no like, hey, guys, fixtures are flipping in game week 8. That's the time to jump on it. It's all about your team and how many fires to put out, how many guys you're like, oh, I need to have this guy in my squad, and it's going to be impossible to get him. So wildcard's all about the situation you're in, man. I completely agree. All right, I'm going to call it a stream here. Thanks, everyone, for showing up. I appreciate all y'all, man. This was a fun stream this week. I'll be back next Sunday with the stream. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try to be back next Sunday for a stream. I can't guarantee it because it's going to be Saturday's going to be a wild day for me. But I'm going to do my best to be back next Sunday for a live stream. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I appreciate y'all. Take some time every day to make someone smile, as always. And my DMs should be open. If they're not open on FPL Don, go to Sean the Don 34, and it'll be there. Take some time out of your day to make someone smile.